Good evening, Supernatural fans. Captain Tigress here. And if you're wondering why I'm actually holding this little Supernatural Season 2 companion guide, it's because I'm a bit of a Supernatural fanatic myself. Scratch that. I'm actually more of a Supernatural freak, if you want my opinion on that. Whoa! Anyway, just to give you a little review of the whole entire process of the show, or synopsis, whichever you want to call it. Supernatural is actually one of the greatest shows on the CW, which is now called from the network, originally known as the WB, now the CW. Created by Eric Tripta, if I get his name correct. Anyway, I have been a fan of the Supernatural for the past 3 years, since the pilot started out. And trust, the pilot was superb. My compliments to the creator himself as well as the cast, and behalf of the crew and cast members. Anyway, we got your two lead actors by the names Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles. And if I had to admit, girls, I definitely would say Jared is the hottest. But technically, I will tell you this: I had a crush on him since I was 12, and I watched Children of Canada back then. So I do know a certain cameo appearance on that show. Anyway, back to Supernatural. I'm actually here tonight to make a recap of my 3 favorite episodes from the past 3 seasons. And I got all in out, unless you can't really see all the way from here. There you go. That was a quickie. Anyway, back to my little recap. Starting with season 1. The pilot was absolutely my greatest episode, seeing the entire snaps every which way from what the Winchester family. This is actually about the Winchester family from the beginning. The pilot, well, halfway through it anyway. In the beginning, you're seeing John and Mary Winchester alongside their sons, Dean and Sam. And Sam, incidentally, is the one who ends up having demon blood once his mother dies from the nursery fire by Hazel, the yellow-eyed demon. Other than that, who knows? This is where Sam and Dean end up finding their father when Dean tells them that their father hadn't come around for a while. Other than that, from the season, this is where their search for their father starts coming through. And the second best episode of season 1, Hell House. And tell me, the most hilarious, well, besides that. Anyway, these boys are out in Richardson, Texas, and this is where they start bumping into 2 guys who are known as the Hellhounds, if I remember correctly. And this is when their prank war comes about, when they start escalating like crazy, but they end up bumping to these 2 guys by the name of Ed Sedmore and Harry Spangler. And get serious, these guys think they're really more professional than the Winchester brothers. Seriously, you are dead wrong on that one. But this is where they come in with that whole thing. Oh wait, speaking of which, my final episode is Salvation. And this is where we come in finding out that we actually found out Sam had a little bit had a little vision of one family that had 6-month-old daughter who was pretty much going to be coming. We'll actually have a visit from the yellow-eyed demon himself, and please pardon me for starting like crazy here, but I didn't get my point. I'm just trying to recap it. But other than that, you're seeing the mother ended up getting through a nursery fire, almost close to dying himself until the brothers start coming in and saving the family from the total desperate harm for the moment. Alright, I'll recap this time, recapping season 2. And my 3 favorite episodes are the following. Tall Tales. Tall Tales is actually kind of hilarious. This is where they come in with the trickster, actually, and if I do say so myself, the guy is freaking hilarious as heck. Believe me, he is. But it all started up with Sam's computer going missing and these tires are being smashed, and what they didn't really know in the first place, throughout what, 35% of the episode they start bickering like crazy and exaggerating their stories, seeing the alien abduction on campus, a bit of a sense that professor actually trying to make do with a girl in his doggone office, as well as the alligator in the sewer again. Who knows? Bobby tells them that there's actually a trickster going around and knowing that they're actually catching up to the guy, but who knows? You can't have a good religion involved and having a little telltale or something like this without having a trickster coming into play. But you get my point. This one is hard, and this is my favorite thing about this episode is actually werewolves. We got a little crazy about that, seeing the American Werewolf in London and howling. Who knows? I'm a little obsessed with too many of it. I'm a horror freak, so pardon me if I don't start laughing about that, but anyway. Winchester Brothers goes over by a secretary who they don't really know until right around the end that she's actually a werewolf, and there's actually no cure for lycanthropy, if you want my opinion on that whole thing. So this girl named Madison, she starts to end up seeing one of Sam to actually shoot her, knowing she was going to bring harm to most of the people she had to see, or come up with for that. And the next one is All Hell Breaks Loose. Seeing a bit of a picture here, I cannot take it really, but I will tell you this, make a long story short. The brothers are finding themselves in a bit of a disaster when they're finding out that they're starting to find the gates to hell, and pardon me for that, but who knows. This is where they come in and find out the yellow idea was up to his old tricks once again, trying to get through all the psychic children out there. But then right at the end, when it's down, he gets shot by one of them. He gets shot by one and knew right in the back, and then he ends up dying through the first part. From the second part, Dean actually makes a deal with the Crossroads demon, and then sits with a kiss and knowing Sam, he's coming back. But we don't know for sure. We don't know if we will actually see him come back as 100%. And that's a different issue. We'll never point out about it. Anyway, going on to recapping the third season episodes. My three best ones. First one, The Magnificent Seven. Seems like we had a little theme with the 7 deadly sins being involved in the whole thing, being the whole contracted episode here. And hey, who knows? Could be crazy. But it's unbelievable what that should be. A very supernatural Christmas. This is where I come in and find Sam and Dean spending their supposedly Dean's last Christmas on Earth before he ends up in like the fire, if I would have to put it that way. But who knows? That was very heartwarming to see at the end, seeing the boys just get a little presents. It was from a doggone mini shop at the gas station. But what the heck? Got the cash, right? Alright, the last one is Time is on my side, and seriously, you'll never know when time's going to hit you on when your days are over, but who knows? Sometimes we all think about that every now and then, but who knows? We're pretty crazy about obsessing about the afterlife and whatnot, but there's a guy in the train that's hideous, looking like some kind of immoral Frankenstein, but this is one of the boys coming and us in trouble in camp. I was going to get that eye cut out of there, but who knows? And that's my recap of the 3 seasons. And for season 4, it's a little too early for me to actually put out 3 good episodes because I'm still in the process of seeing them all from start to finish. And actually, I do congratulate this little show on making another season because after the 5th season, it's over. As much as I want to see it going and whatnot, I really just want this to be over myself. But hey, I'm always going to remember some of the episodes here. To the cast and the crew member, I wish I could actually see you guys going there and see how it's like to work down there. But I know they're pretty much a strong family, familial bond over there in Vancouver, but who knows. And to the crowd, I want to see this all in action right now. And seriously, I want to see how it's really like on a supernatural set. And signing out, the Tigress. Good night, so long.